Hi guys, Prashant here from Make Marketeer, and in this video we will be discussing about one of the most confusing, complex topics when you talk about Google AdWords essentially. And the topic that I'm going to speak about and share a video on, or I'll give you more insights about, are Google shopping campaigns. Now, you find most of the people who work on AdWords campaigns, they create search campaigns, display campaigns, but when they come to this point called shopping campaigns, they're a little apprehensive because again they have to deal with websites which are into e-commerce. They have multiple products, thousands of products, maybe. Again, those products are divided into several subcategories. Again, the bidding is not going to be same for each of the products. You have to bid aggressively for some products which give you high returns, low bidding for some products which might get you a lot of sales but not that revenue. So again, there are a lot of other things. And not just that, when you're working with an e-commerce site, if you're very good with analytics, you have to implement enhanced e-commerce or standard e-commerce to track the revenue generated from the product sales on your site. And for that, you have to have a special skill to implement all these things. And not just that, you have to pass custom parameters, remarketing data, so that you can implement dynamic remarketing. But I'm not going to get into those topics. So my whole goal behind creating this video is to teach you how we set up a Google shopping campaign, right? So yeah, let's jump in. Right. So what generally Google shopping campaigns are? So I have this video. The small screen. See, if I go to google.com and type in something called buy DSLR cameras, these are the text ads, right? And Google have a policy that says maximum of 7 ads will be served, but you will never find 2 ads from one website. That means you never find Amazon and text ads. But when you come back to this side, there are also other format of ads. They are not image ads, they are not display ads, they are a special type of ads. Earlier we used to call them product listing ads. But today we don't call them product listing ads, we call them shopping ads. And the way to create shopping ads in Google AdWords and serve them on google.com is by creating shopping campaigns. So these are the shopping ads. But remember, you can find ads from same website. So there's no double serving policy here, or where you don't find 2 ads from same website. But here, yes, you can find all 6 ads or 7 ads from the same website. So there's no question of Google not serving multiple ads or multiple shopping ads from same domain. You can find Amazon here, and you can find Amazon here as well. So there's no problem. You can find text ad at the same time. You can find the shopping ad as well. Now, how do you create them? But what's the purpose of creating a shopping ad? Now, see, shopping ad is generally for people who are having an e-commerce website. That means they are essentially into selling products. Now, shopping campaigns are not for people who are into e-commerce but selling services. No, it's only for people who are into product-based e-commerce. Right? But to create this shopping campaign, the first requirement is you must have a Google Merchant Center account. So what is Google Merchant Center account? See, Google Merchant Center account is this. If you go to google.com and type in Merchant Center, you'll find Google Merchant Center is a repository where you upload all your products. That means all the merchants who have their own websites and they're selling their products on their website, so they have to bring all their products and upload those products in the form of a data feed to Merchant Center. So Merchant Center is like a central repository which holds all the inventory. We call it inventory. The sellable items that a merchant has is called inventory. So the merchant who wants to sell his products on Google Shopping or through Google Shopping campaigns on google.com have to first put their products, we call them data feed or product data feed, into Merchant Center. See, if you read Merchant Center, it says upload your product data and let millions of shoppers see you online and in store inventory. But to do this, what you have to do is, there are certain things. I will teach you each of them. If you can follow with me to the end of the video, you'd be able to do shopping campaigns in a way which is very advanced. And if you keep working on them with multiple products and thousands of products, automatically you'll get to a point that you become a ninja. But let's start with this. And this is what we teach in Bootcamp. Remember, Make Marketer is a digital marketing bootcamp. And this is a place where people work on our e-commerce sites. We have e-commerce sites ranging from Dubai, US, Canada. So we work with these, and we have Australia as well, right? So we work with these campaigns and we create several thousands of shopping campaigns. We have hundreds and thousands of dollars getting exhausted every quarter, right? So, but remember, Google says shopping on Google begins with Merchant Center. If you're interested to learn, you can join the bootcamp. Right? Shopping on Google begins with Merchant Center. Merchant Center is a tool that helps you upload your store brand and product data and make it available to shopping ads and other Google services. So what happens when you promote your products through shopping campaigns is, first you need to have a Merchant Center. And this is what Google says. It begins with Merchant Center. Attract more potential buyers. Control how your products appear online. But to start with shopping ads, you need to have, first thing, Merchant Center. Not just that, you need to verify and claim your URL Merchant Center. Second is you have to upload your product data, which we call it as inventory. Third one is you create shopping ads. Now, Prashant, I'm not interested in shopping ads. I don't want to put my products on Google. Oh, if you are that person, you still have to put your products in Merchant Center. Why? If you put your products in Merchant Center, Remember, your products will appear on Google Shopping. You know Google Shopping, anybody? Yeah, this is Google Shopping. So this is the front end. If you want your products to be displayed not just on your website, if you want your products to be displayed on Google Shopping, then first thing is you have to upload all your inventory to Google Merchant Center. So Google Merchant Center happens to be a back-end platform where you upload all your products data, and then the front end is Google Shopping, right? But you might say, what's the point of showing on Google Shopping? It's important to be on Google.com. But Google says you can't be on Google.com. Merchant Center is a place where you upload your products, so your products appear on Google Shopping. But if you want your products to appear on Google.com, then you have to invest money and you have to create a campaign. And what campaigns? Shopping campaigns. So bringing your products from Merchant Center to Google.com, you have a mediator, which is Google Ads shopping campaigns, right? Let's jump in. But question is, Prashant, I have a Merchant Center account, so I clicked on sign in. So when I click on sign in, this is how it appears. I already claimed the URL here. Okay, my URL is already claimed and verified. It's taking a little time because I've just done it a while back, right? You can upload all your business, and first thing is, once you create a Merchant Center, you have to link your Merchant Center account to AdWords account. And how do you do that? By clicking on the three dots here and click on account linking. Here you have the AdWords account. If you have the same administrative access with same Gmail, or you can find it here. It's already linked, right? So this is how you link it if you're creating the first time. Now then what you do is, right, you have all the opportunities. Something goes wrong, some products not good, it will show you all the details. Now they're not active. I have a demo site, so I'm promoting those products. I'm trying to promote. They're not active. We have no funds in the account. It's just a dummy account, and they're specifically to teach you videos, right? So if I go to products here, right, and there's the feeds, it'll show you the health and all, right? So I come to list. So these are the products that I have uploaded. You find all of them here. See, right? Right, and this is the feed, and this is where you generally upload a data feed, right? So what is data feed? You can click on upload feed here. Now Google will ask you these questions. These questions are like this: the type of data in your feed. For example, you should use the products type to submit to Google Shopping product information. Every feed has its own format, right? So I'm selecting, hey, I want to sell my products in India. So I click on this. Now again, you can add one more country. When you're creating for the first time, it will ask you only India. This is an advanced question. People may ask you, hey, when I upload my product in Merchant Center, is it possible to add multiple countries? Yes, you can do that. Not when you're creating. Once you create it, again, you can go and then add one more country. I will show you how to do that as well. So I click on continue here. It says select language. So I select, English, and then I click on continue. Now it's asking me, hey, you want to upload it? Upload it. Again, you have to have an Excel sheet and CSV format, and then you can upload it. But the problem is, once you upload it at like 1 o'clock and you have several other hundreds of products uploaded after that, you would not find that because it's in your computer, it's not uploaded to data. So again, you have to keep manually uploading it. Rather than that, what you can do is you can go with Google Sheets. So I give a sheet name as give me something like, okay, laptops. This feed name is laptops. So I'm creating it. So I'm telling Google to create one spreadsheet. It's asking me, hey, you want to use the existing sheet or you want to create a new one? So I click a new one. So what Google does is it will ask me permissions to my drive, because that is where the Google Sheet will be hosted, and all the information from that drive in the sheet will be again connected here, right? So yeah, it is creating it. But before I go there, so this is the sheet that is created. So what I can do is I click on open. When I click on open, it will take me to the drive, and this is the sheet, right? So, and remember, you don't have to worry about what attributes to use here. Google is giving all of them. So whatever you think you want to keep them, rest you can remove it. And you're simply worried, no, I don't know, I've never worked on them. Don't worry. If you go back to examples here, even Google gave you the examples. So you can simply follow this, and you can upload your feed in a proper way. Remember, it's very important. You can't make mistakes here. If you make mistakes here, the entire process will be hampered and you might end up making a lot of mistakes, right? So I am not going to work on this sheet because I already have one sheet, right? So this is my sheet, right? So I have 10 products. I uploaded the product ID. This is the product ID. I'll just show you my website, right? This is a WordPress e-commerce site. We're using WooCommerce, and we have like maybe 20-25 products, and we're trying to put them and try and show you how this works in real time, right? So I'm waiting for the site to load. Meanwhile, what I've done is I've added the ID. This is the product ID for each of the product. This is the title. I just copy pasted from the website, right? For each of the product description, you have a link. This is the product link. And then you have condition. And for condition, remember, you can't write, whatever comes to your head. You can't write old. No, it is used, or it's new, or refurbished. These are the attributes. You want to find them, you can go back to the examples. If you come back to the examples here, condition, it says it has got to be new, refurbished. Because you see, it's algorithm, right? You can't write whatever comes to your head and say I want to write used one. No, used or old, it will not work out. So I have to follow the instructions. And then price, we may give the price of all of them. And then it's asking me availability. I can't write yes or no. Availability, the attributes, syntaxes, or the prescribed methods are in stock, or out of stock, or pre-order. But when you use pre-order option, again you have to specify one more attribute as to when the products will be available, right? So we will do some detailed study on that as well. Availability, I put all of them in stock. Image link, this is the image. Now if you go here, this is the image link, right? This image is actually coming back from that sheet, right? And GTIN, this is called global trade item number. For each of the item number, for product you have an item number, and MPN, which is called manufactured part number. And if you're promoting your products in US and Canada, you need to have them. If you don't have them, what you can do is, for example, if I'm selling iPhones, right, for all the iPhones you have the same GTIN number. So what I can do, I can go to other websites who have displayed GTIN number and you can copy them. Or if you don't have, you can contact Google and Google will help you with that, right? MPN. If you don't have these things, what Google tells you is, don't worry, you can add one more attribute called identifier exist. Remember, identifier exist is an attribute that you find and put it in the sheet when you don't have GTIN and MPN number. And who tells this? Google tells you this, right? You can go to the sheet, you can find, or you can go to Google Merchant Center and type in Merchant Center feed specifications, you'll find them. Now, again, brand, I can give the brand, and then you have Google product category. Now remember, see, Google product category is your way to tell Google that I'm selling this product. But how will Google even understand that? So that is when what Google have done is they created a taxonomy file. We call it Google taxonomy file, right? So what this taxonomy file does is, this is the taxonomy file. Where do you find it? You just go to google.com and type in taxonomy file, Google product taxonomy file, right? So you have plain text here or Excel sheet. If I click on plain text, so it has literally all the products. So I'm selling furniture, so I can say, hey, for example, if I'm selling sofa, right? So I can type it here and it will show me, hey, which one are you selling? So maybe I'm selling sofa, outdoor sofas, yeah. So I can select this entire thing and I can put this in the sheet. This is how Google decides what your product is, and this is Google's way of targeting. The targeting method in shopping ads is Google product category. That's how Google decides when the ad should be served from your feed for a search term, right? Identifier exists. Now, this product type is one special thing or attribute which helps us categorize our products properly. See, if I have 10,000 products, there are two things. I can upload all 10,000 products in one sheet, or I can create one product feed for each category. But when I use this product type attribute, it will help me filter these products when I create my campaigns in shopping ads, right? If you don't have, again, it will become very hard to actually find what products and how do I group them, what bidding should I give them, because some are expensive, some are less expensive, so I want to bid aggressively. You can't do all of these things. So keeping in view that I have to segment and subdivide them and bid, aggressively on some products, not so aggressively on some products, I'm using this product type. It is my wish. I can give whatever name I want in these sections, but this will remain same. And to go beyond that as well, I can even use labels. There are 4 labels you can use, which starts with custom label 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means you have 5 labels, and these custom labels will also help you subdivide even further. After you choose, for example, dining tables, 2 are there, right? But one is brown, one is black. I want to, if I subdivide by product type, I'll find 2. But if I give 5 rupees to each one of them, both of them will take 5. But I want 5 for brown, 10 for black. I have to find a way to even subdivide it further. And that is where the custom labels will come into picture. I will show all of these things, don't worry, right? But I would recommend you to go to google.com and do some detailed study about this, feed specifications. It's important that you do this. And it has got a lot of information. It's just simple. It's just that you never worked. You might find it a little tough, but once you get into this, it becomes very, very easy. It kind of becomes, you can just simply go with the flow. It's just that you have to spend more time, right? So don't be worried if you never worked in shopping campaigns. This is an absolutely beauty, right? And you love working on e-commerce website, right? So yeah, this is my sheet. And what I've done is I go to Merchant Center, but whatever changes you make to the sheet, they'll simply not be here. So what I have to do is, I went here, I selected this, table sheet. I opened it. Here there are 10 products. You see 10 products. You see them. I'm sorry, no, I have 9 products because the first one is the freeze file, the normal names, right? So if I come here, right, settings, I was telling you can add one more country, right? So you can add one more country here. So I added India there, and Singapore is also added. But Prashant, my data is in the Google Sheet. I want that to be imported here. So what I can do is I can fetch now. Remember, fetch now is very important. Or else what Google does is it waits until the end of the day, because schedule is set for the end of the day. But I want the data to be fetched right now, so I can do a manual fetch as well. So I can do it from here, or I can open the Google Sheets from here, or you can go back and click on the feeds, and below the feeds you have a name. So you can open it and then click on fetch now, or there also you have the place to access a sheet, or you can click on here as well, right? So I have all the products. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a shopping campaign. So you see, I have already created a shopping campaign. I'm just going to show you again. So I created a shopping campaign called Demo website. So if I come here, this is the campaign I created. The first thing it will ask you when you create a campaign is it will ask you to link your shopping ads. So Merchant Center, I already linked it, right? And then I created, shopping ads. Now when I create shopping ads here, by default, what happens is, okay, so what I will do is, just to be a little more, make it easy for you, okay? So I'm going to pause this campaign. I'm going to create one more campaign for you, so it becomes easy for you to follow me. So I click on new campaign, plus new campaign, and you can choose any goal, but I would go with campaign without a goal, and then go with shopping campaigns. And it's asking me, hey, you have to link the merchant center, because it's already linked. I don't have to do anything. It's asking me where the products are currently sold. So I'm saying India, right? And it's asking me smart shopping campaigns. I'll not go with that. I'll go with standard for now. So I click on continue. Now when I click on campaign, it's asking me name of the campaign. So I say demo website test, right? So it's asking me additional settings like inventory filter, right? So generally I go with no filter. Right, campaign normal manage GPC, yes. So I say maybe my budget is like 2,000 rupees, right? I think you might be aware I'm not going to go to normal settings, right? India, I'm not doing these things because there's several videos on the internet which teach you about creating campaigns and campaign level settings, which I'm not going to go through now. So it's asking me, hey, I'm going to create a product for imagine sofas, right? Now in my feed, if you see, there's so many products. Dining tables are there, sofas are there, chairs are there, right? But I want to promote only sofas. If you want, you can promote all products, no problem. Okay, but I don't want to do that. I'm promoting only sofas. Your wish. So I say bid is 10 rupees. This is the default bid, right? Now, when I create this ad group, see what happens. By default, all the products are targeted. Now, when I say all the products, if you go to Merchant Center, all the feeds, it doesn't just target sofas just because I gave a name as sofa. It will target all the feeds. So if you have like one feed for one category like that, you have hundreds of feeds. So this campaign will target all the products. But I don't want that. Just because I create a campaign, I don't want to target all the feeds in my Merchant Center. I want to promote only sofas. So what do? I go to all products. I don't want all products. So I click on the plus symbol. This is our way of subdivision. So it's saying, hey, you want to subdivide all products by product type? Yes. Why product type? Remember, in the sheet we gave this product type. This is our way of subdividing products so that I can increase and decrease my bid based on the products. I come back here, right? 2 products here, 2 products here, 2 products here. You see? You go here. 2 products dining tables, 5 products sofas, 2 products chairs. So if you come back here, you find the same thing. But I want only sofas, so I selected sofas. Right, so I click on continue. Now when I click on continue and save, remember the default bid is 10 rupees. Now that default bid will go for sofa 10 rupees. But I don't want everything here. But I want only sofas to be served. So what I can do is I can click on this and I can click on exclude. That means I want only sofa products to be served, but I don't want any other product in my feed which is not into the product group that I filtered, which is sofa. Now Prashant, in sofa there are 5 products. In sofa there are 5 products, you see, 5 products. But you see, some sofas are of high price, some sofas are of cheap price. But I don't want to bid 10 rupees for both high price sofas low price offers. So I have to find another way to subdivide. And because I knew this already, I'm using labels. So what I'm doing is I click on the plus symbol. That means that is a way to subdivide. And you see here earlier it was all products, subdivide by product type. Now we are subdividing sofa by custom label 0. It will show me all of them, but I want both of them. So I'm adding both of them. Why I'm adding both of them? Because I don't want to give 10 rupees to each one of them. So what I can do, I can click on save. You can do bidding from here as well. But here what I can do is, for high, maybe I can put 40 rupees. But for cheap, maybe I can do it for 25 rupees. Whatever. And all the other products, I won't serve them. So I click on exclude. Right? You want to subdivide even further? You can add another column here called custom label 2. And then you can find ways to even subdivide it. So this is how you organize your bidding and bid effectively on those products which get you good revenue. And that is how the entire e-commerce website works. Entire e-commerce segment works when you have your product feed set up properly. When you know how you're going to bid them, which is of more importance to you, which is not of more importance to you, right? And remember, you don't write keywords. You don't write keywords. There are no keywords. Now, Prashant, when there are no keywords, how will it work? Search network, you need keywords because your ad will appear on search engine. That is where the trick is. That is why shopping campaigns, we call them keywordless products in search. Keywordless products on search. Now, how will it appear? When search term of the user matches with the content of the product in the merchant center. I repeat, when search term of the user matches with the content of the product in the merchant center. Google will pick that and serve that. And you see how they appear? This is how they appear. And all this information is coming from where? The data feed. But remember, when you create a campaign, by default, all products, that means all the feeds will be targeted. So be careful. Be careful. You can't do that. Even though you want to target all products, you can't bid same for all products. So you have to target all products individually and then target effectively or bid effectively. Organize your bids in an effective manner. Right? This is how you do it. Right? And you go to products. Again, you find all of them. Right? Then it's approved 5 because they're not active. You don't have HTTPS for several reasons. You can go and diagnose again. But generally, this is how you set up a shopping campaign, and this is how you drive your shopping campaigns and get more clicks and drive people to your website and drive them into conversions. Right? So yeah, this is what I wanted to create and show you. Don't worry, guys. It's very simple. As you start working on it, it becomes very easy. It's just that you have to give more time to your fingers, more work to your fingers, and automatically everything will fall into place. And yeah, if you're interested to know more about these in-depth topics in real time, work on campaigns which invest like thousands of dollars. I'm not saying 1,000, 2,000, tens and thousands of dollars. Right? That's what you get to learn in bootcamp. So if you're interested to become a real digital marketer and work to make a career in digital marketing, you have to work on these campaigns. And Make Marketer Immersive Bootcamp, Digital Marketing Bootcamp will help you do that. We put you in live situations. We put you in situations where you handle and come out with your own thoughts, and you get to learn digital marketing the true way, right? And thank you so much for staying connected. Please subscribe to our video on subscribe to the channel on YouTube, Make Marketer. I would be sharing some intense videos, very in-depth videos, which will give you a lot of information, which will take you from this level to this level, right? And stay connected, and I will soon come back to you with another video. Thank you so much, and see you guys with another video. Thank you. Good day.